Hey everybody, welcome back to Tommy's Tesla Tech and Travel. We're going to be returning to form today. We're going on to the next leg of the Great Southern Arizona Pizza Crawl. This is what I've been wanting to do for quite a while, but I've been putting it off. And for no other reason than this is a big heavy hitter in my book, and I wanted to go with some other people, but scheduling's just never really have worked out. So today I will be flying solo. The kids are going to go hang out with my mom and my aunt for a little while I go run a few errands and get the pizza. So without further ado, next stop, Squared Up Pizza. Hey everybody, the audio didn't work in this little section for some reason, but I just want to let everyone know it's actually located in the Park Place Mall here in Tucson, Arizona. I know what you're thinking, oh weird, it's inside of a mall food court, how good could it be? Hey, it was already an established pizza restaurant before, didn't have to purchase new ovens, and it doesn't matter where it's made, and I'm sure they're saving money off the brick and mortar part. And just look around at all these cars. And you know what? It's convenient. The hours are set, there's plenty of parking, it makes so much sense. And once we get in there and you see this pizza, you're gonna see it doesn't matter where you get it, it matters that it's there and it's gonna go into my mouth. Nobody isolate that audio. Audio messed up again here. I think I'm gonna have to replace that mini to mini cable. But what I'm saying right here is, I've been wanting to come here since the beginning of the Great Southern Arizona Pizza Crawl, and I was supposed to bring a few of my friends with me. However, we just couldn't get the timing down as far as our schedules go. So I decided to make a solo trip in between running these errands to finally take advantage of getting the traditional Sicilian sliced pizza that I love and trying their New York round piece for the first time. So like I said, I've been coming here for a while, and they're really known for their squared slices, their Sicilian slices. And I just got confirmation. I knew there was a long ferment process on there, and apparently it's 72 hours and they don't use sugar. That's awesome. I won't give out what they do use because it's their recipe, not mine to give away. But we also are going to try that round slice. Like I said, it's very New York style. It's made with New York water. Again, no sugar, 72-hour ferment process. So I'm really excited for this. First thing they said to me was, man, someone else saw Barstool. I've actually been coming here long before the Barstool video, and I actually haven't seen that one. In fact, I forgot the website's name was even Barstool. When they said the person's name that hosted him, I've heard of, because I love his pizza reviews. I always forget the name of the website. And I also don't want to have my opinion influenced by someone else's take on it. But let's just dive right in. We're gonna start off with that squared slice, because that's what they're known for. What I love about it is you got the sauce on top. If you're familiar with Sicilian style pizza, this is American version of Sicilian style pizza to begin with. So it's more like a focaccia bread where they have to massage it, you bake it a little bit, then you make the pizza on top. It's really known to have that nice caramelized back end crust. And in this case, we have the sauce on top in addition. And in traditional pizza history, this is known as an upside down slice version and Spumoni Gardens in New York. So there's a whole thing on that involving the mafia. I definitely recommend you check out the history of the upside down slice and Spumoni Gardens. Pizza history is your history. So let's take our first bite and see what we think. So normally I get a corner slice, but I want to go with the middle one to get the nice beautiful image here. I have to say my first bite is really good. I love Sicilian style. It's not something I eat all the time because it's very, very filling. My only critique on this particular slice is I would like to see a little bit more browning on the cheese on top. But again, this is just a slice you buy out of the window, so it's not cooked to order. So that's not going to affect my opinion on it at all. But the flavor's there. I really love the sauce. That's why I love getting these upside down slices with the sauce on top. It really tickles the taste buds on the tongue. It's worth every single bite. In fact, let's go on for bite two. It's got the perfect crunch and the perfect soft and doughy, airy center. It's like the top, people will say that it's undercooked. No, it's supposed to have that fluffy, aerated center, where the top is just kind of barely cooked with the sauce and cheese on there. But the bottom with the pan and everything else, like you see these perfect scorch marks. This is a nice, well-seasoned pan that they use. And I know that they probably bake the dough ahead of time just to get that crust going before adding on the toppings. As far as Sicilian slices go, this is definitely a 9 out of 10. As far as like pizza slices go, I'm gonna give it a solid 7.5 to 8 out of 10, because 2 of these and you're done for the day. And next up, this is the one that I'm really excited to try, because I've never had this particular one here before. It is their round slice. Why is it called a round? Because it's thin and round. I know we've had plenty of pizzas like this, whether it was Mama's Pizza, no anchovies, upper crust, that New York style pizza. But what makes those ones different is they reheat them up and they're a little bit crust heavy, if that makes any sense. Still great pizzas, like upper crust and no anchovies are my 2 favorite pies in town normally. What makes this one unique, it is made with that New York water, and with their fermentation process, it does something the rest of them have an issue doing, and I'm about to show you. I can actually fold it like a traditional New York slice. You always want to look at the lean. It's got the perfect lean over. And let's look at that crust. It's that perfect browning. I will say it is a gas oven, which is helpful in this case, and it does look like they're cooking at that high temperature and low moisture cheese because we're getting that browning on the top. All right, let's go for that first bite and see if it takes us back to the East Coast. That is the closest thing I've had to a real East Coast round slice since being on the East Coast. Again, I only have one knock on it, and that's just the amount of cheese they use. Most traditional pizzas from New York are not cheese heavy. But out here in the West, because we're out here in Tucson, we do love our cheese out here on the West Coast. And this is a perfect West Coast version of a New York slice, but flavor, profile, texture, cheese, dough, this is all similar to what you get in traditional East Coast New York style pizza. Glad we got this one. You got to go cheese. Don't kill it with the toppings. You're not gonna get the even cooking on a slice like this. Go with cheese. Just go with God. And what's my ranking on this one? I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I definitely think it's still not my apps. This is not my favorite New York style slice in town, but it's the closest thing to the real one. And the reason I say it's not my favorite is I just like the flavor, texture, and flavor profiles that you get with no anchovies pizza. All right, guys, let me finish this up, and we'll get back here to more review in a second. Life can get really complicated sometimes, and we can all get really down and just not be happy. But one cure to that, sometimes just taking 10 minutes, going, sitting down, and having a good quality slice of pizza. Life can't get any better, but life can get worse. So enjoy these little moments, y'all. That's fantastic. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my 2 slices of pizza because waste not, want not. And join us again soon for another stop on the Great Southern Arizona Pizza Tour. We're getting back into our old habits. A lot of visitation stuff is done. The job stuff is done currently. Now it's just a matter of getting back into our good old routine. All right, let's take another ride again soon. Bye-bye, everybody.